Yeah, so we're gonna let Steve now. We're gonna go over his move list and check for options. For Xiaoyu specific options, maybe sometimes, you know, with the parries, with back one, with EOP, Sidestepping EOP and stuff. Also, you know, flowcharts, a lot of Steve players are doing the same thing. You know, especially as a round start, they're doing their bad campo stance now, and you're gonna whiff and they're gonna launch you. I always said that Steve's worst matchup in the game is Xiaoyu. So, you know, in the past, Steve is struggling, or was struggling against Xiaoyu, because his mids weren't the best. So he was like kind of prone to whiffing every single time for using mids, or you know, most of his mids. And that hasn't really changed in this game, but he has some good options now, or I would say some decent options. Steve players are, a lot of them are crying, from what I've seen. But yeah, it's definitely worth labbing this because now he has super annoying stances. I'm gonna skip the heat moves. Let's just start there. We can like look into heat later. Okay, so it's 1-1. Generic pokes, 1-1. Jailing, we cannot duck, even though it's a high. He's -3. Fair. So it's high, but he also has this. It looks kind of low, but it's a mid. -6. This one is not jailing though, so it's not considered a punish, but back one is safe enough to kind of interrupt him with this parry, of course, but I don't think AOP. Yeah. So it's high or high mid, -6 here. 1-1-2. Guys, jailing. I cannot duck. -7, safe. But, you know, I shouldn't complain because we have 1-2-1. Delayable. No parry. No parry. It's jailing. I cannot press in between. I mean, I can press. I'm mashing back one. It's jailing, so nothing's coming out. Nice. And then again, I guess that's the mid option, high mid. And same as before. Wait, this time back one is not trading. But the parry is working. The other one as well. Back one doesn't work though. But I should actually turn this off. Okay. So all of these pokes are safe. A lot of highs, jailing, mid, -6. Safe. And then there is 1-2. 1-2. Jailing. No, I remember labbing Steve, and it was kind of hard in the beginning to, you know, see the difference between his moves because he has so many pokes, obviously. Now it's 1-2, 1-2. -10. So we can punish. I cannot hypnotize parry, the last hit. Parry doesn't work, so we punish. And he also has, is that the low option? You know, that is seeable. It's very slow in my opinion. So we can low parry. We can do crazy stuff. -12, so 12 frame punish. Can I? Okay, that's not gonna work. No magic 4. Back 1 works. But then again, you know, this one right here is not jailing the last hit, so we cannot like option select with back 1. And then of course he can cancel this into stance. Sway, peekaboo, flicker. Yeah. With this one he can, okay. Damn, so many transitions. So he can switch. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying, of course. -2 only. -1. Super annoying poke and string. He can go into stance, into 2 stances actually, and even into sway, I think. Now we have 2-1-2 again. He can transition into both stances after the second hit. Let's check the whole thing. -11 only. You know, it looks like it would be more punishable, but it's not. We can parry, of course. We can AOP. So that's nice. Back 1. Nope. So we cannot interrupt. We can parry and AOP though. But you know, then again, he can go into stance after the second hit, so we have to be careful. Let me try this though. You know, just to check for AOP. No AOP here and here. No stepping. And I guess this one as well. It's gonna be very safe. He's even plus there. Okay. He's +2 and +3. So you know, a good Steve will not go for the whole string. You have to be ready. So knowing that you can AOP the last one is nice to have, but it's not an option select. Cromwell combination 2-2. That one is launch. -14. See, I didn't know. I actually didn't know. So we're gonna launch this one from now on. Parry, but we don't have to parry this one. Can we AOP? Back 1? No. Okay, so it's 14 frame, launch. Good to know. And here we go. Oh, I hate this one. You know, I feel like, and I'm seeing a lot of Steve players going for the sway. Is it called sway? Duck left, duck right, because a lot of Xiaoyu's moves are gonna whiff. They're gonna do a string into this duck, and my moves will whiff, and then they can launch me or punish me. So honestly, Steve is very evasive in my opinion. Like, his evasion is very underrated. Let me check. Wait, what? Okay. This character. So he has duck left, duck right. He can shift to sway. Sonic Fang. Insane range. Honestly, I would... You know, also because of the range, I would make this minus 13. It's his best whiff Punisher. The range is amazing. Only minus 12 is insane in my opinion. I don't think it's ever been minus 13, but now being a heat engager and crazy range as well. Yeah, the second hit. Minus 12, guys, minus 12. Oh yeah, of course, the spin. Power crush, yeah. Sidestep left is better, yeah. But it's so fast. Okay, let me check out this spin. So from here, what can he do? Heat engager. Spin into 2. I mean, we'll get there, but can he not like spin twice? He's only minus 3. It is linear, but still. It's so fast. Great heat engager, to be honest. Great heat engager. Okay, and we can switch to Peekaboo and Flicker here as well. Wait, I'm losing it. Where is it? Here. Second hit is a high. Natural combo. If the first one hits, I cannot block the second one. 23 damage as well is kind of great, right? Minus 5. Save. We cannot down forward 1 right now. Mid high, but then again transitions into 2 stances. What else does he have? Yeah, that one's minus 10. So fast, and he's gonna get a guaranteed follow-up on counter hit. Normal hits, sorry. Very safe so far, right? Not a lot of risk so far, but linear. That's a bright. So I guess AOP. AOP for both options. The high and this mid. Minus 10. So that works for the mid and also for the high. We don't have a guaranteed punish though. Maybe? No. Okay, good to know. We can AOP here. And now it's forward 2 to 1 plus 2. Minus 12. We cannot step, right? No back one, no AOP. We can parry. Can we parry? We cannot parry. Minus 12. Very long string. Yeah, exactly. Minus 12. Forward to shift to Lionheart. Oh, I hate this move. Here we go. He has so many stances, it's crazy. I'm getting angry all over again. Yeah, he has. We will check the options. Forward 1 plus 2, 2. Minus 13. That's a mid in the end, so we cannot duck. So we can punish with a heat engager. Okay. What's the first hit? That one's gonna be safe, right? Yo, minus 14. I mean, good to know. It will never happen, but good to know. Launch. Okay, combo video. Minus 14 the first hit. And second hit was minus 13. Here we go. There's peekaboo. Left uppercut. Down forward 1, which is only minus 2 on block. Nice. Down forward 1, 2. We can duck this one. Minus 6. Cancel second hit and shift to ducking. And here we go. Yeah, his down forward 1 options. His down forward 1 options. I hate this move so much. Counted launcher. Yeah, you can interrupt up to 11 frames. 12 frames is gonna trade. So you can do magic 4. So we had down forward 1, 2. Second hit is a high. Now it's this one. We can duck again. Which means we can AOP. So far we can AOP both options. What about this one? Minus 10. So that's a bright AOP maybe. Yeah. And that one's minus 10. And on hit, guaranteed follow-up. Right, let me try this one again. That was a high, right? Okay, so 3 out of 3, we can AOP all these options. What about this one? Okay, so we can AOP all these options. I'm gonna do Satsubrad AOP. You know, just to make sure that option here is not gonna hit me. Exactly. That's a bright. Alright. Down for 2. Minus 11. Look at that. Oh, we can't parry that. It looks like an elbow, but it's a punch. So far there isn't a second character pick besides Ling, but we'll see in the future. Minus 11. Okay. Wait, let me check this. Transitions into stance. Yeah, duck left, duck right. Let me check the frames. Like, what's the difference? Minus 11 and stance transition safe. Minus 7. And that's always going to be the case, you know, him transitioning into the ducking stance, he will be safe there. Good for him, right? Amazing. Knee blaster. 13. Okay, 13. Minus 13 low. You know, he doesn't have the best low, so we have to... I'm gonna try and memorize all these lows. So that one's minus 13. We'll see what else he got. Down 2, 1, 2. There we go. Probably the most annoying low into mid string. You know, and I guess the #1 round ender for Steve players. And it's super toxic because you have to block the low and then hold back. Blocking the low and then you have to let go of down back. So down back, back, and then duck. And the last hit is a counted launcher, yeah. Super annoying, but also because it's a low mid, you know, not like Claudio's double kick where you can AOP after you block the first low. We cannot AOP after blocking the low. So you have to take the 2 hits. You know, normally Steve players are not going for the last hit. Yeah, hop kick might be the best option. So on block, minus 2. So annoying. Minus 18. Okay. We can even like crouch cancel into back on +2. Or standing freeze even is much easier. Minus 18 low, let's go. Minus 11. Yeah, you really have to practice that, you know, that motion. Down back into back. Minus 11. You know, I'm always gonna go for down back into back because I don't know what they're gonna do. And that's gonna be, I guess, the best thing to do here. I'm pressing down back into back. Wait, let me actually do this. Better late than never. Yeah, that works, but you have to be ready, of course, and that one's so annoying. You know, at least it is not natural combo, so you can still hold back, and you will block the mid. That would be insane. That would be so strong. So I'm holding down back into back, and then punish. Alright. Very strong string, actually. That's a good one. And he can go in... Of course he can. Of course he can. Do you see that? Like, it's not punishable anymore because it's going back to ducking. Just like the last string, it's only -6. And especially careful with highs, because it can whiff. They will whiff. You know, and that's why, you know, against Steve and against his sways and ducks, I'm trying to use back on plus 2 as often as possible as our best tracking option. That's not homing, but still great tracking. And I think it's very important in this matchup. Very, very important. Knee clipper. 12. Okay, so we had a -13, -18, and now -12. Low. That one's kind of slow. Yeah, that's the low from the string. Hello, hello, Lagoon. We are labbing Steve today. What's this doing? Of course. You know, I was talking about natural combo, low, with a low starter. There it is. Yes, on block, you can launch. What's the second hit? Oh, come on, Steve. The range is bad, but it's safe. -6, okay. Another combo ender, round ender, I mean. This one's used very, very often. So for this one, it's enough to, you know, duck the first hit. Like, the second hit will whiff automatically. Yeah. I'm letting go of down back and second hit is whiffing. So make sure to use a very hard hitting punish. And let me see, what's this low? Oh, that better be launch now. 13. Okay. Bad range, but yeah, natural combo with the second hit. Super annoying. Stun gun, here we go. Again, don't, for this one, side step right. Or actually, side walk. Yeah, that one's kind of tracking, which is crazy. You know, and with he's plus 14, so he will get his 1+2. Guaranteed follow-up. That one's very annoying as well. Minus 13. Punish. Minus 13. Here we go. Yeah, that one's, I guess, most infamous Steve move, right? I am never ready for the punish, guys. I'm never ready. So hard. Minus 14. But he can shift into flicker stance. Yeah, if he goes into stance... Wait, what? Is he like... Is he able to... block during flicker stance? Like, I cannot cancel the stance, so... That one's annoying. But yeah, without the transition, it's 14. With the transition, it's only minus 1. I mean, it's still gonna be... Like, I'm not able to hold back. Let me try again. I mean, never mind. Yeah, you can use the stance again. Even the fact that he can do this, you know, makes it much more safe. Yeah, that's a crazy counted tool he has. Amazing poke. Without the transition, minus 14, okay. Quick hook, okay. That's high and high. He's plus 3, but we can duck the second hit. And he automatically goes into Lionheart. I think as always for this stance. High and high, good to know. But of course, yeah, of course, he has another option as well. And that one's safe. He can choose to not go into stance. Wait, did I... That was the case once, right? Did I change it up again? Oh, I'm always getting hit by this one. Counted launcher. Okay, 11 frames are quick enough to interrupt. .12 frames as well. To stay in place. There we go, you're right. Damn. Which means... it's safe. I mean on hit, on block. Okay. We can duck and launch. Okay, so he has this option and the mid option, which is safe. Yo, it's catching Sidestepping the OP. Yeah, that one tracks amazingly. Wow. But we can interrupt. If you're ready, of course. Okay, and what is this option? Oh yeah, we have to hold back. Last hit is safe. It doesn't look safe at all, but it's safe. Okay, the low is -11. So we can low parry. Oh, we can back one the whole thing. I mean, it is a mix. But that's... okay, low parry. Wow, so if the first one hits and lands, I cannot block the low. Yeah, that's scary. I actually cannot block the low. Okay, we can back one this. We can back one this. But obviously we cannot back one the high. Right, wait. Yeah, we cannot. That one's too fast. But also launch on block if we are ready with the duck. But it is tough. Like, he has always, you know, multiple options. Wasn't that launch? I think I launched that one with standing free. -13. Yeah, he's very safe so far. There's a sway. Amazing. Fox Fury. Ling, we cannot duck. -8. Yeah, that move is actually crazy. So strong, and you can like basically throw this one out. Very strong string. Flicker stance. It's just like a, yeah. Yo, imagine Xiaoyu having a 2-hit string, jailing, and having so much pushback, and on hit, like pushing away the opponent. It's doing so much damage into... You know, even at the wall, you will get a lot of damage. And I guess here, yeah, it does. You can go for... So crazy. He's +1. He's +1 after this, without the stance transition. Okay. Oh yeah. High option and mid. That's the counted launcher again. That's the tracking one, right? Yeah, we have to take it. We just have to take it. What is he saying? Hypnotist. Yeah, same. You know, the problem with a lot of his tools, he's referred to as the counter hit machine, right? Yeah, I can parry it. Like, his counter hits are so safe and so deadly because they're so fast as well. Yeah, Steve players like to use that. Wait, does that not work? It has to work. Or maybe not. Okay, the range. AOP. Nope. It tracks to his left, so Sidestep right. Sidestep right AOP. Sometimes, depending on the timing. Yeah, very hard to deal with. You know, in this matchup, I really like to use the Hypnotist parry because he's very string heavy and he has a lot of punches. So we are kind of forced to use it, but you still need to find the exact timing. And it's kind of scary against his counter hits. One of the most hated moves in Tekken history. He cannot block here, so we have to be ready. You know, this is a very popular round starter. I'm gonna do Sidestep 4, he's gonna do this, and I will not have enough time to block. And he will launch me. That has happened so many times. Wait, let me actually... Micro dash up back free, yes, but it is so risky. Yeah, Ignis, I just quickly checked, but that's like maybe not for, you know, getting to know this character. Try our defense. You know, as a round start, if Steve is abusing this against you, micro dash up back free will work. But if you're not like brave enough to go for this option, just maybe don't press in the beginning because you will not recover in time after Sidestep 4. You know, even down forward 1 into back turned, I'm getting even launched for this sometimes. And that one's 13, right? I keep forgetting it. Minus 13. So not only shoulder, heat engager. Very risky, yeah. Free heat engager, exactly. Different timing, yeah, it feels like that actually. Her parries having different timings. Okay, so that was Outfox. Hellfire. Oh, it's that one's plus minus 15. You know, I tend to always go for standing free. Okay, maybe from now on I should go for back on plus 2. Minus 15. Minus 15. Oh, I hate this one as well. You know, save another, like, round ender, I think. Obviously jumping over lows. You know, at least it's not a, I don't know, counted, guaranteed follow-up or something. Or launcher. Very strong move though. It looks like a high, yeah. And that's launch again. Standing free. Yeah, standing free is kind of important in this matchup. Launch. Oh, that's the weird jump into low. If you block the first one, you know, they can go for only one hit, but this one's, the whole thing is gonna be launch. Let me check first hit only. Okay. Minus 12. Yeah, it's very slow. Yeah, second hit whiffs automatically after blocking the first one. Still want to know the frames though. Minus 10. Okay. Very linear. Weird kick. Save. Oh, I thought this is punishable. Counted launcher. Okay. Save. Beat down. Minus 13. Yeah, I think... Isn't that one guaranteed after his power crush? Or 1+2? Minus 13, okay. I need to remember to punish this one. Rocket launcher. Heat engager, minus 10. Very strong and very safe. Here we go. Nice range. Minus 18 though, so hop kick punish. Hop kick punish. He can go into stance and make it safe again, as always. Damn. You know, even making minus 10 moves safe is kind of insane, and it's a heat engager. While running 2. +6. Here we go. So from while standing, he has 1-1, 1-2, and 2-2 as well. You can duck the second hit. Or can you? Because he has this as well. Wait, it's not forcing crouch? Interesting. So he'd engage or punish. -13. -13. Wait, if this one's... That one's -13. Let me check this again. That one was 12, yeah. Yeah, this has to be -13 as well. That's a -13 heat engager in my opinion, but okay. I guess he needs it. Yeah. No parry possible here. Jailing. Can't do anything. Okay. Nice option. And the low again. Oh no, not the low. 15. '15 frame while standing launcher. You know, better than Xiaoyu. Nah, I'm joking. That one's... I keep doing standing free against this guy. They're homing me, yeah. It's gonna be the safest option. Okay, we're gonna launch this. And from here, yeah, he can go into his stances again. Okay, and this is, in my opinion, the AOP killer. Like, he's gonna do, I don't know, a string 1-2-1. What's the 1-2-1? Into duck. And then your pokes will whiff. Exactly. Standing free. That one's -13. Damn. I didn't know. Okay, so 1-1 from ducking, -13. What about first hit only? Like, how much is the first hit? -10. Yeah, we cannot interrupt. We can parry again. We can parry though, so at least there's that. Yeah, but then again, he can go into stance and it will be safe again. Homing high. Yeah, that's like his back, what was it? Back 1-2. Yeah, it's basically the same options we've already seen. Very annoying. +3 for him. We conduct the last hit. Okay. Billy Club. First one -5 and this one -8. Okay, that one's weird. I just have to take it and it's completely safe. No back one, guaranteed follow-up hit on counter hit. We can parry, okay. It doesn't look like it, but we can actually parry. And now it's stuck right. Same thing. Into the mid. We can interrupt. You have to be ready though. -13. Damn. Okay, now there's more. There's a quick spin heat engager. That was, yeah, safe, -3. Low option, -12. -12 punish. Wait, where's the... Oh, he can, yeah. Damn, I feel like he's more evasive than Xiaoyu sometimes. That one's safe, right? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's really scary to try to step against Steve. Damn. -12. Very annoying. And let's go. Those options are important. Counted launcher? Yeah. -7. Yeah, even Dragunov got side rolls now, which are faster than Xiaoyu's. And his options out of the roll are insane. Okay. Ducking into 1 is -7. Into 2 is gonna be launch. 14. Launch. Very important to know. Forward 2. Oh yeah, of course. Super annoying. There's the mid option. Save, counted launcher. And the Gatling gun. Whole thing is -12. I actually wanted to check that. Is it all safe? -9, -9. It's all safe, apart from the last hit. Amazing. And now he has... Wait, what the... Ducking in? Oh yeah, of course. Like, he's kinda realigning by doing this. Even though it's slow. -7. Yeah, it's a powered up version. That's crazy. Still launch though. Always gonna be launch. Always gonna be launch, and yeah, those are, I guess, the same options. Yeah. You know, it's the chip damage version of these moves. Yeah, you cannot just mash Hypnotist here. Peekaboo. -13. How about -13 for the last hit, and for this one -2. 0. Only the last hit is punishable. Okay, -13. And I guess I cannot... No parry, no nothing. Nope. Jailing. Yeah, that one's gonna be safe. He's +5 here already. Punch parry effect. Every time he's doing that dance. Punch parry effect. And yeah, he has a lot of same options in his stances. Peekaboo 2. +1/+2 break. Oh yeah, that one's interruptible. Yo, even... Okay. I mean, no one's gonna go for the whole thing, but... Okay, 15 frames. Up to 15 frames. First hit is -13. Okay. Can we step? Starts about the OP. Or maybe just the OP? No. I love it. Okay, that's a punish. But yeah, if he's gonna go for the whole thing, you can just back 1/+2. Easy magic fall launch, yeah, that's gone. That is gone, that is true. Jailing. So many strings that are safe. High into high. Oh, I hate this one. -13. And it's all... Yeah, it's all mids. First one -9, second one -10, last one 13. You can parry every single one. Apart from the last one, I guess. Yeah, that was too fast. Might be worth it, actually. Minus 13. A lot of minus 13s. Here we go again. Yeah, it's always the same thing. Mid high and then into mid minus 8. And that's the one that's tracking like crazy. Yeah. Okay, we can interrupt, but not with standing free. It's gonna trade. Minus 10. Yeah, that's crazy. He's very safe. It's linear, of course, but honestly, I don't know if I should like step against Steve that much. Or maybe, you know, looking into stances and then checking what's the best option. I feel like Sidestepping AOP does work well against Steve. Because even, I feel like that's like one of the best options he has to catch AOP. In stance, I mean. But all these other ones, I feel like we can make use. Minus 10 of AOP. Minus 10 only, alright. Yeah, that low. Super annoying one. 12. Also 12. Oh damn, okay, I expected more. Okay. Minus 12 lows, a lot of minus 12 lows. Mid, high, mid, mid. Third hit minus 11, fourth hit minus 10. I cannot parry. I cannot parry a single one. Apart from the first one, I guess. Not even this. Okay, the first one. Yeah, but that's it. So, AOP. Yeah, that works. The built-in sidestep is helping. Nice. Yeah, you have to be quick though. If you're gonna use AOP, what is going on with the angle? That's, I don't know what Steve is doing here. Yeah, we can like even roll away. Okay. Minus 13 back sway. I don't think I've ever seen this move in a match. Crazy range. Okay, shoulder can whiff. Every punish can whiff. Let's go. Amazing. Minus 13 and it can whiff, so careful. Why is it only minus 13? He needs it, right? Okay, and that's launch again. 15. Minus 15. Zero. He's getting something guaranteed on hit. Amazing. Zero on block, but I hope it's linear. Yeah, again. Such a bright. Such a bright DOP, basically. And we're not able to block it. It can only hit me? What is going on? Minus 18. Okay, so back on +2. The pushback, what the hell? I mean, it's not even... Okay, crazy pushback. Minus 18. Oh yeah, he's gonna get a wall splat. Because he will get 1-1-2 or something, and it's gonna splat. This is like so cheap. 1+2 break. Here we go. We know this option already. Minus 12. Okay, the last one is a mid. Minus 12. We have to take the punish. That's safe. High mid. We are +5. Okay. Okay. And there's the low. No, it's high. 0. Jailing though. Can't do anything. Also safe. Yeah, I feel like once he's in his stance, he will have a AOP hitting option. But that's kind of gonna be the exception, I feel like. Yeah, and in stance is always the 1+2. And 1+2 throw. High power crush. Safe. Okay, so the first one was minus 13, this one is minus 9. But it's a high. Here we go, next stance. And that's the super annoying one. Minus 9, heat engager. And again. Wait, this one's actually tracking like crazy. Not the best range. It is homing. Okay. Yeah, that explains it. -9, homing, heat engager, very easy to access. -13, round starter. Very annoying. Yeah, that's a guard brick. So he only has 3 options. Okay. It's gonna be the -13, the -9 mid, heat engager, homing, or the guard break, which is a high. And as we know, it's crazy wall pressure with this one. He has a 1+2 throw. Oh, he has a 2 break? Yeah. Does he have a 1? No, he does not. During 2 faced. Oh, of course, yeah. Cannot throw escape. Which means, yeah, this is during heat. We have to guess, is it a 1 or a 2? I don't know why he needs this, to be honest. But we are like forced to guess, right? That one's doing 15, okay. And we are still -14, so he's gonna get a follow-up, right? Wait, let me... Wait, how do I access two-faced? During heat and ducking in? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, that's guaranteed. And wall splat. Love that, so fun. $50 damage. That was the second option. So it's a guess between a guaranteed 14 frame follow-up into wall splat, or it's gonna be this one, this option that looks like a throw. 50 damage guaranteed. Yes, it's taking up a lot of his heat timer, but like, he's still able to do this twice, you know? And that would be 100 damage. I don't know about this one. That seems also to be very strong. Yeah, he got some crazy changes in Tekken 8. Like, he's much more evasive now. His back sway is insane. I mean that, what's the name of that stance? Not Lionheart. No, wait, that one with the only 3 options. What was the name of that stance? Is it Lionheart? Broken. Yeah, he's very strong. He's very strong right now, I feel like. Yeah, Sonic Fang. This being -12 is a choice. Red Mage, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for a sub. -12 heat engager, very fast. That one's -10, but can be safe. While running heat engager, also. Quick spin, yeah, that one's safe as well. Safe as well. Yeah, this move, guys. Actually, yeah, people've been doing this 5 Fox Fury into Heat Smash, and we were not able to step it like before this patch. That was like the most toxic thing I've seen. Everyone's abusing it, of course, but I guess now it's gone, right? It better be gone now. Yeah. Yeah, that was not possible before. No, you have to take the whole thing, but now we can step. At least we can step afterwards. I guess Sidestep left. The last set has pushback, but if I'm too close, I feel like Sidestep Bright doesn't work that consistently, but AOP of course to the rescue. Very strong move, and of course, wait, what was that again? -4? +4 for us. 38 damage. And also, test against, good idea. Yeah, with the wall splat, it's taking up only, like, is that 1/3? Yeah, he can do it 3 times. Oh, of course. Sidestep left. It is very strong. But you know, even the pushback, now we have enough time definitely, but we can step it consistently, left and right. It should take more heat, yeah. You know, it's wall splatting, so this is kind of strong. And you have to take the whole thing. Key charge 3 steps unblockable. I guess I will go for... I mean, that's inconsistent, so... I was too late. Yeah, that's not the combo. Yeah, it's a weird one. It is a weird one. Forward 3-1. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if this would be consistent... But let me try it again. I'm gonna mash it this time. Yeah, it's whiffing. I'm not getting the count to it. Amazing. It's a tricky one, but you know, at least we can step it now. Hypnotize 3+4? Wait, that's maybe a good one. Just, you know, we have to step first. Make sure to step first. Okay, so sidestep right. Here it's gonna whiff, sidestep left. Yeah, I have to press up back, hypnotist. Still a good option, but you have to be ready. Yes, that's a good one, Ignis. That's a good one. Yeah, that's actually... Of course. Key charge is basically doing close to nothing. It's only, I think, 10% more damage, right? Not even 50 anymore. I think it's only 10%. So it's not worth going for that. Like, they've basically killed key charge. Unless you're Paul. I mean... That's 5 damage. Still 5 damage. 13. 13. 23. 25. Yeah. Patch killed key charge. Okay, but now we know, you know, we can step this thing, which is very important. What's that? Just 10%, yeah, they are crazy for doing that change. You know, legacy tool, mechanic, and now it's That, it's useless. So, okay, so here we have to guess 1 or 2. Yeah. You know, I still think, now that we've checked the move list, I still feel like Sidestepper at EOP is a strong tool against Steve, but he has his options, and a good Steve will be ready with the options. But, you know, frame-wise, he has some great strings. He can, like, press so much while being completely safe, actually. And that is something, especially in this game, you know, applying pressure, that is so important. That's something Xiaoyu cannot do. She doesn't have, like, a lot of strings that she can, like, throw out and be safe. Or, you know, at least have a lot of mix-ups built in these strings. So yeah, you have to be ready for the string mix-ups, because some of them you can actually interrupt with, you know, Magic 4, Shoulder, or Sidestepper at EOP actually as well. But it's definitely hard, and with his back sway and Lionheart, like, you should be careful with, you know, throwing out stuff. You know, it kind of feels like fighting against Fang's bad Kempo. He can launch you for doing Sidestep 4 as a round starter. So we have to be careful in that match. I still think Xiaoyu's AOP and Sidestep right built in is very strong against him. But he's definitely stronger than in Tekken 7. By a lot. By a lot, actually. Definitely not, like, one of my favorite characters to face, you know.